Hi, and welcome to our series about Azure DevOps. We're going to start at the basics here today and just setting up a new organization. So I'm here on the the sign up page, and then we're just going to click on Start Free here. And I've already got an organization here, but if you haven't got one, you're just going to get taken straight to this page. Where we're going to set up our new organization. Our new organization, and I need to give that a name. It's obviously got to be a unique name. So if you've got a business, recommend using that. I'm just going to call this Secure Global Playground as our kind of new organization. And obviously the location that you want to host this in, we're in the UK, so I'm going to choose there. And then obviously we've got our capture image here, which we all know and love. So type in there, and then that should create us a new organization fairly quickly. There we go. And then the first thing it wants you to do is create a project. By default, to begin with, you can only create private projects. So we will let's just call this playground, and we'll create that. And then that will provide us with this kind of the default screens, and you can see we've got the boards, the repos, the pipelines, etc. in there. Now, what I recommend you do as soon as you've kind of started that journey is basically enable something called parallelism in your organization. Essentially, if we go to our project settings here, by default, this isn't enabled. It used to be, but I believe there are a number of people who were using lots of organizations to do all sorts of nefarious things like Bitcoin mining, etc. So Microsoft have basically just made it a bit harder for you to kind of set this up. So in order for you to be able to do Microsoft hosted parallel jobs, so you can do self-hosted jobs, which means basically if you want to run it a job on your laptop or on say a VM in Azure or whatever, you can do that. But if you want to use the Microsoft hosted ones, you can get one parallel job for free. But in order to do that, you've got to request it. And to do that, it's not particularly obvious. It takes you through to this kind of billing page, which is obviously a bit worrying if you're not looking to kind of set anything up. So there's a URL that will basically take me straight there, and I'll post this in the subscription. It's that simply there, and basically we put in our name, put in our email address, and then put in the name of the DevOps organization. So that's the one we've created here, Secure Bubble Playground. And what we're going to be requesting is a private parallelism. So that's what we need to get ourselves going, basically, and use a Microsoft hosted agent. And that takes 1 to 2 days. So that's why I recommend you do that as soon as possible. As I say, before that, you can do self-hosted, but that's what you need to do before you can do any private Microsoft hosted jobs. So that should get an email through once that's finished. And that's it. So we set up there. I'm going to end the video there, and look out for further videos on setting up pipelines and repos and all of that good stuff to get yourself started. Thanks a lot. Leave any comments and I'll try and get back to you when I can.